80% by 2050, which is a pretty big number. And according to an energy and chemistry professor, he says that society could conserve every watt of energy in use today by then, meaning that the world would still need twice the power it uses today. To meet that demand, the world could cover every bit of land with fuel crops, meaning that there could be new nuclear power plants every 1.5 days, and we would have to stick windmills in every single place that there is wind. Or another option could be we could turn every home into a personal power plant and gasoline station using the sun to crack hydrogen and oxygen apart in water. So the way out of our challenges is through a clean energy transition, and that is time for big ideas. Future vision of energy economy. There are many ways to create a bright future with renewable energy, and there is no single answer for our future energy system. The future energy economy will consist of many renewable energy technologies used in combination with wind, solar, geothermal, and fuel cell energy. The technology to accomplish this is either available or it is still being developed. And some of those tasks that we need to accomplish include building industry based upon alternative technologies, reduce the cost of energy, reduce climate change, increase energy security, help to create conditions for long-term prosperity. And in order for those tasks to be accomplished, we must use a combination of wind power both on and offshore, use both concentrating and standard PV power systems, use geothermal systems, and use fuel cell systems that generate hydrogen. And that is the wrap up for the economic changes of renewable energy, and John will talk about the political and legal changes.
Renewable resources have come a long way in their development, research, and production, but the policies surrounding this industry are just now starting to catch up. Until recently, the government hasn't pushed those laws in public interest towards the support of renewable resources. Increasing numbers of U.S. states and territories are implementing policy measures and dedicating funding to encourage the deployment of renewable energy technologies. The design and implementation of these incentives is varied, and also the development trends are varied as well. Despite lack of funding, other policies provide incentives for renewable energy in the form of investment tax credits and production tax credits. Other policies being developed include rebate programs that will further expedite the funding of research and development of renewable resources. In 2009, stricter policies were put in place concerning equipment certification, making sure all forms of renewable energy equipment is built to a nationally recognized standard. Future policies are going to be put in place to govern net metering more strictly. Net metering is for those people who produce their own renewable energy at home. Restrictions and monitoring is required to keep track of the amount of energy a person is contributing to the grid.
As Megan mentioned in the history of renewable energy, the nature of the technological change will occur in the wind, solar, and hydro areas of renewable energy. Some of the specific technological changes that will occur will be 1. Smart grids. Smart grids uses digital technology to deliver electricity from the supplier to the consumer. The difference with the smart grids compared to the grids that we have now is that they use smart meters. These smart meters can warn consumers of a blackout before it even happens. Also, they would like to create a device to convert cellulosic biomass into usable electricity. This device can provide enough energy to recharge a portable electronic device using energy harvested from the cellulosic biomass. Also, capturing energy generated by trees to power sensors. By shoving electrodes into tree trunks and the ground nearby, it can provide a current. This current, with a boost of a circuit, can get enough energy to power sensors that can sniff delicate changes in temperature and humidity inside forests and even keep your portable electronic device charged. Also, engineering cactuses to generate renewable energy using photosynthesis. Researchers in France have developed a unique biofuel cell that can be inserted into the cactus that will allow it to generate energy using the two main products of photosynthesis, oxygen and sugar. Also, researchers have found that using trees to generate electricity for lighting may be possible. They can do this by pounding a nail into the trunk and a conductor into the ground, and a faint but consistent charge is detected in the wire running from the tree to the earth. The energy harvested was used to charge NiCad batteries and power LEDs. The impact that these technological changes are going to be big. It's going to force our world to keep up constantly with the changing technological advances instead of just simply responding to them after the fact. We will no longer be able to rely on the information of the past, and will be forced to understand the information we presently have and will have in the future. We recommend that, 1, the leaders of the future aggressively seek a global sustainable energy economy. They accelerate investment in technology innovation, and they acknowledge and mitigate the carbon challenge with the necessary policies. This is going to be a matter of national will and leadership.
Renewable energy education is rapidly increasing throughout the world. Such changes in the education of this industry include increases in awareness in schools, the workplace, and in public knowledge. Primary and secondary education schools and higher education institutions alike are greening their campuses and incorporating sustainability into their curriculum. Colleges and universities are also integrating sustainability into their general education core requirements for all degrees. High-profile ad campaigns promoted and sponsored by politicians and financial chairpersons, such as Al Gore and T. Green Pickens, are helping to increase mainstream awareness of the importance of renewable energy. Companies that report on sustainability implementation report higher profit margins than those that don't. So, education on renewable energy within the workforce has become imperative. Organizations such as U.S. Partnership for Education for Sustainable Development are forming to provide conferences and educational workshops to the government, businesses, and to educational institutions. The education of renewable energy is critical to its development and success. The future of our energy supply will rely on engineers, politicians, and our society well-learned in the renewable energy industry. The forecast for the future of this industry in the next 20 years shows that renewable energy will be facing such barriers as government and political policy issues, societal resistance, financial incapabilities in the range of hundreds of billions of dollars, technological barriers due to a lack of education, and a high increase in the demand of renewable energy due to the pollution of fossil fuels. The goals for the renewable energy industry by 2035 are not only to be true to Obama's promise that the U.S. will run on 80% renewable energy, but also that the vast majority of the world's energy supply be converted to renewable energy completely. In order to meet these goals, the renewable energy industry must continue to adamantly enhance awareness, education, and technological advancements in order to make major societal and political changes. Solar, wind, and water power usage must dramatically expand globally in order to maintain the 70% reduction in carbon emissions needed to achieve climatic change. The conversion of all utilities to renewable energy would greatly affect that reduction and is essential for the future of renewable energy.